Listen to me. Listen very closely because your life depends on it. Look at where you are right now. Look at the walls around you. Look at the bank account. Look at the mirror. If you are honest with yourself, genuinely honest, not the lies you tell your mother, not the lies you tell your friends to save face. If you are brutally honest, you are disgusted. And you should be. You are currently existing in a version of reality that is beneath you. You are living a life that is a monumental insult to your potential. You had a chance. Maybe you had a win. Maybe you were on the path. And then what happened? You got comfortable. You got lazy. You let the matrix convince you that good enough was acceptable. And now you have fallen. This is the comeback. But before you can come back, you have to admit that you were gone. You have to admit that the person you were, the person who won those small victories in the past, he is dead. He died of comfort. He died of arrogance. He died because he lacked the monumental discipline required to maintain greatness. Entropy is the natural state of the universe. Disorder, chaos, decay. If you stop rowing the boat upstream, you do not stay still. You float backwards. And you, my friend, have been floating backwards down a waterfall. You are at the bottom of the pit, but here's the good news. Here's the secret that the successful people know, that the billionaires know, that the world champions know. The bottom is the solid foundation. You cannot build a skyscraper on a swamp. You cannot build a legacy on shaky ground. When you are at the bottom, when you have lost it all, when they have canceled you, when they have mocked you, when the girl has left you, when the money's gone, you have hit concrete. And concrete is something you can push off of. This is the 0 point. Imagine the movie of your life. Every great movie has the second act. The hero rises, the hero gets the girl, the hero gets the gold, and then the hero loses it. The hero is beaten. The hero is bloody, lying in the mud, humiliated. The crowd laughs. The villain stands over him and spits on him. This is the most important scene in the movie. Why? Because if the hero stays down, the movie is a tragedy. Nobody watches a tragedy. Nobody respects a victim. If you stay down, you are just another statistic. You are just another could have been. Oh, he had potential. I hate that word. Potential is a polite way of saying you haven't done anything yet. But if you stand up while you are bleeding, if you stand up while you are broke, if you stand up when nobody believes in you, that is when the music starts. That is when the audience leans in. That is the comeback. And let me tell you, the comeback is always sweeter than the initial victory. The comeback is where the legends are made. Nobody cares about the guy who won once and retired. We care about the guy who was knocked out cold, woke up and decided to kill everybody. That is the energy you need. You need to become obsessed with your own resurrection. You need to look at your laziness and view it as a disease. Laziness is not a personality trait. It is a cancer. It is eating your dreams alive. You say you want the car. You say you want the lifestyle. You say you want the respect, but you are sleeping in. You are eating garbage. You are scrolling on your phone like a zombie, watching other men live, the life you are supposed to have. Do you understand how disrespectful that is to God? God gave you 2 hands, 2 legs, a brain, and a beating heart. He gave you the spark of divinity, and you are using it to watch cat videos and complain. You must understand that the universe is extremely giving. It is a vending machine, but you have to put the coin in. The coin is suffering. The coin is pain. The coin is doing the things you absolutely do not want to do. I've never met a man who tried his absolute hardest every single day for 10 years who was not rich and strong. It is impossible. It is a physics impossibility. If you push against the world moves. The problem is you push for 2 days, you don't see the Bugatti, and you quit. You are a coward. You are a quitter, and that is why you are where you are. But today, we kill the quitter. Today, we kill the coward. We are going to perform an exorcism. You are going to vomit out the weakness. You are going to sweat out the mediocrity. The gym is your church now. The office is your temple. You do not have free time. You do not have hobbies. You have a mission. Your mission is to reconstruct yourself into a man that the old you wouldn't even recognize. I want you to imagine a version of yourself that walks into a room and the temperature changes. A version of yourself that is so physically imposing, so sharp, so articulate, so wealthy that people are intimidated just by your presence. That man exists. He is waiting for you in the multiverse. He is right there, just across the veil of your own laziness. Every time you say no to the junk food, you take a step towards him. Every time you do the extra rep where your muscles are screaming, you take a step towards him. Every time you send the email when you are tired, you become him. You have to understand that your feelings are irrelevant. This is the biggest lie you have been told. Do what makes you happy. No. Do what makes you great. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. You cannot aim for happiness. If you sit around eating ice cream, you are happy for 5 minutes, and then you are depressed for a week because you are a loser. But if you suffer in the gym, if you suffer at work, you are miserable for an hour, and then you are proud for a lifetime. You have to choose your suffering. You can suffer the pain of discipline, or you can suffer the pain of regret. Discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. I carry the weight of discipline every single day. People ask me, Top G, why do you still train? You have hundreds of millions of dollars. You have the fame. You have the belts. Why are you in the gym sparring with killers? Because I cannot be anything else. I am not defined by what I have. I am defined by what I am. If you took away all my money, if you took away the cars, if you dropped me in the middle of nowhere with $0, I would be rich again in 5 years. Why? Because I am a money-making machine. I am a success machine. My mind is calibrated for victory. You need to calibrate your mind. Right now, your mind is calibrated for comfort. You are looking for the easy way out. You are looking for the crypto pump. You are looking for the lottery ticket. There is no easy way. The easy way leads to the hard life. The hard way leads to the easy life. You have to embrace the suck. You have to look at the mountain and say, I'm going to climb that, not because it is fun, but because I must. A man who does what he wants is a slave to his impulses. A man who does what he must is a master of his destiny. You are a slave right now. You are a slave to your belly. You are a slave to your dick. You are a slave to your alarm clock. Break the chains. The only way to break the chains is raw, unadulterated force. You have to force yourself to be the person you want to be. Fake it until you make it. No, force it until you become it. When I was broke, when I was fighting for peanuts, I carried myself like the heavyweight champion of the world. I walked into the ring and I knew I was going to destroy the man across from me. Not because I was arrogant, but because I had done the work. I knew he was at the club on Friday. I knew he was sleeping in. I knew he skipped the last set. I didn't. I did the work in the dark so I could shine under the lights. You want to shine? You want the comeback? You have to fall in love with the dark. You have to fall in love with the 4 a.m. wake-up calls. You have to fall in love with the solitude. The comeback is a lonely road. Your friends will not understand. They will say, why are you so serious? Come have a drink. You have to look them in the eye and say, I am building an empire. I do not have time for your poison. They will hate you for it. Good. Their hate is fuel. Their doubt is fuel. Every time someone says you can't, you add it to the fire engine of your soul. Prove them wrong. Spite is a powerful motivator. Use it. I want you to get angry. Stop being sad. Sadness is passive. Sadness is pour me. Anger is active. Anger is, I refuse to accept this. Get angry at your bank balance. Get angry at your body fat. Get angry at the fact that nobody respects you. Take that anger and channel it into raw action. Action solves all. An object in motion stays in motion. If you are depressed, go for a run. If you are broke, apply for 10 jobs. If you are lonely, go to a networking event. Move your body. The mind will follow. You are waiting for the feeling to start. You are waiting to feel motivated. Motivation is a scam. Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes like the wind. You cannot rely on the weather to sail your ship. You need an engine. That engine is discipline. I don't feel like training. I don't feel like working. I do it anyway. That is the definition of a man. A man does what he must do, regardless of how he feels. If you only did what you felt like doing, you would be a toddler. Are you a child? Or are you a king in waiting? The comeback starts now, not tomorrow, not Monday. Now, drop down and give me push-ups until you cannot lift your arms. Go to your computer and work until your eyes bleed. Clean your apartment. Fix your life. The universe is watching. God is watching. And he is waiting to see if you are serious. Are you just talking? Or are you ready to bleed for this? Because I promise you, the view from the top is worth every drop of blood. The cars are faster than you can imagine. The food tastes better. The women are more beautiful. The air is cleaner. But you have to pay the toll. The toll is paid in sweat. Pay the toll, start to come back. Be the hero of your own movie. Now that you have decided to kill the coward inside you, we need to talk about the graveyard you are currently living in. You are surrounded by zombies. Look at your phone. Look at your text messages. Who are you talking to? Hey, bro, what's up? Hey, bro, you want to hop on the game? Hey, bro, let's go get a drink. Delete them. Block them. Excommunicate them from the church of your future success. You cannot become a lion if you are hanging around with donkeys. It is genetically impossible. You absorb the energy of the people around you. If you are sitting in a room with 5 ice cream eaters, you are going to eat ice cream. If you are sitting in a room with 5 millionaires who are talking about global logistics and asset allocation, you are going to make money. It is osmosis. You are currently soaking up the failure of your loser friends. They are anchors. They are dragging you down into the bottom of the ocean, and they are smiling while they do it because they don't want to drown alone. When you start your comeback, when you start waking up at 4 a.m., when you stop drinking, when you start speaking with authority, they are going to get uncomfortable. They're going to say, you've changed. You're not fun anymore. You're too intense. Good. That means it is working. You are supposed to change. Growth is change. If you are the same person you were last year, you are failing. You need to look at your circle and cut the dead weight. It is better to be alone and a wolf than to be popular and a sheep. Solitude is dangerous for the weak, but it is a superpower for the strong. In solitude, you find your mind. In solitude, you find God. Let's talk about the matrix. The system is designed to keep you poor. The system is designed to keep you stupid. The system is designed to keep you distracted. Why do you think everything is free? The porn is free. The social media is free. The news is free because you are the product. They are harvesting your attention. They are stealing your focus. A man with no focus is a man with no power. You are giving your power away to apps, to pixels, to people who do not care if you live or die. The comeback requires you to unplug. You need to become a ghost. Disappear. I want you to vanish from the radar. No Instagram stories, no tweeting about what you're eating, just silence. And in that silence, I want you to build. Build your body until it is made of granite. Build your mind until it is a fortress. Build your bank account till it is a weapon. Money. We have to talk about money. They told you money doesn't buy happiness. That is a lie told by rich people to keep you from competing with them. Money buys freedom. Money buys speed. Money buys the ability to tell the world no. Right now, you have to say yes. You have to say, yes, boss. You have to say, yes, I'll pay the rent late. You have to say, yes, I'll take the cheap flight. You are a slave to your lack of resources. The comeback is financial as much as it is physical. You need to attack the marketplace. You need to provide value. You need to solve problems. Money is just a receipt for problems solved. If you have no money, it is because you are solving no problems. You are useless to the world. Stop being useless. Learn a skill, master a trade, sell something. Do not sleep until you have created a stream of income that does not rely on another man's permission. I want you to understand the concept of speed. The universe hates slow people. Opportunities are like birds. They fly away if you move too slow. The girl leaves if you move too slow. The business deal closes if you move too slow. You are moving through life like you are in molasses. You need to move with urgency. The house is on fire. Your life is on fire. Why are you walking? Run. When I say come back, I don't mean getting back to where you were. Where you were wasn't good enough. That's why you fell. I mean, soaring past your old self so fast that the sonic boom shatters the windows of your old life. I want you to become so successful that your old friends are too embarrassed to even text you. I want you to become so successful that the people who doubted you had to lie to their friends and say they know you just to feel important. But this requires a level of arrogance that society tries to beat out of you. They tell you to be humble. Sit down, be humble. No, be arrogant. Be proud. But back it up. Arrogance without competence is delusion. Arrogance with competence is confidence. I am the most arrogant man on the planet because I am the most competent man on the planet. I can fight better than you. I can drive better than you. I can make more money than you. Why should I be humble? I have receipts. You need to go out and get some receipts, collect victories, start small. Did you make your bed? Victory. Did you do the push-ups? Victory. Did you resist the donut? Victory. Stack them like bricks. Eventually, you build a wall of victories so high that the enemy cannot climb over it. Right now, your wall is a pile of rubble. You have a stack of losses. I slept in. Loss. I skipped the gym. Loss. I texted my ex. Loss. You are a professional loser. Stop practicing losing. Start practicing winning. Winning is a habit. Losing is a habit. Break the loop. You have to realize that you are in a war for your soul. This isn't a game. There are forces in this world that want you depressed, weak, and sedated. They want you on the pills. They want you watching the TV. They want you docile. A strong, rich, disciplined man is very hard to control. They cannot tell me what to do. The government cannot tell me what to do. The media cannot tell me what to do. I am immune to their propaganda because I have built my own reality. You are living in their reality. That is why you are miserable. Escape. Escape the mental prison. The door is unlocked. You just have to stand up and walk through it. But walking through it means leaving behind the comfort. It means walking into the storm. I am telling you, the storm is where you belong. You are a man. You were built for the storm. You were not built for the air conditioning. You were built to conquer nature. You were built to kill the saber-toothed tiger and bring it home to the tribe. Now you are scared of an email. You are scared of a cold shower? Pathetic. Reclaim your biology. Testosterone is the elixir of the gods. It is the force that builds skyscrapers and wins wars. And you are poisoning it. You are poisoning it with sugar. You are poisoning it with plastic. You are poisoning it with fear. Raise your testosterone. Lift heavy things. Eat meat. Speak your mind. Look people in the eye. When you walk down the street, do you look at the ground or do you look at the horizon? A king looks at the horizon because he owns everything he sees. A serf looks at the ground because he owns nothing. Lift your chin. Posture is the first step to belief. Imagine the haters. I know you have them. Even if you are nobody, you have haters, people who secretly want you to fail. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a colleague. Visualize their faces. Visualize them laughing at you. Visualize them saying, I knew he would quit. Now take that image, print it out in your mind, and set it on fire with the heat of your work ethic. Your success is the ultimate revenge. Nothing cuts deeper than seeing the person you tried to bury standing on top of the mountain, shining like gold. Do not say a word to them. Do not argue. Arguments are for people with low status. High status people do not argue, they act. If you are arguing, you are losing. Just win. Win so much that your winning does the talking for you. Let the Bugatti engine make the noise. Let the Rolex catch the light. Let the passport stamps tell the story. You be quiet. You just work. You are 50% of the way to the grave. Maybe more. You don't know when the clock stops. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. That is the sound of your life running out. Are you going to spend the remaining time you have being a mediocre, invisible, forgettable dust speck? Or are you going to burn so bright that they have to wear sunglasses just to look at you? The choice is yours, but do not pretend you don't have a choice. You make the choice every time you lift a fork. You make the choice every time you hit snooze. Choose greatness. Choose pain. Choose the comeback. Let's talk about women. This is the part where most of you get weak. This is the part where you lose your mind. You are chasing them. You are deeming them. You are liking their pictures. You are giving them your attention for free. And what do you get in return? Ignored. Disrespected. Friend zoned. You are doing it backwards. You are chasing the butterfly. If you chase the butterfly, it flies away. If you build a beautiful garden, the butterfly comes to you. But even if the butterfly doesn't come, who cares? You still have a beautiful garden. You are trying to catch a high-value woman with a low-value net. Your net is full of holes. You are broke. You are out of shape. You are boring. You are insecure. Why would she choose you? A woman wants a king. She wants a man she can respect. She cannot respect you if she can control you. If she knows that she is the prize, you have already lost. You must be the prize. You must be the one who is hard to get. You must be the one whose time is valuable. Imagine the love you would see in her eyes if she looked at you with genuine adoration. That look, that he's my hero look. You cannot buy that. You cannot negotiate that. You have to earn that. And you earn it by being a monster of competence. When you make your comeback, when you build the body of a Greek god and the bank account of a Swiss banker, the women will appear. It is magnetic. They can smell success. They can smell testosterone. They can smell a man who is on his purpose. But right now, you reek of desperation. You reek of please like me. It is repulsive. Stop chasing. Start building. If you spend the next 6 months focusing purely on your mission, ignoring every woman who crosses your path, you will have more win than you know what to do with at the end of the 6 months. That is the paradox. But to do this, you must conquer your fear. You are afraid. You are afraid of rejection. You are afraid of pain. You are afraid of looking stupid. Fear is a signal. Fear is the compass. Whatever you're afraid of doing is exactly what you must do. Are you afraid of the cold shower? Get in. Are you afraid of sparring? Put the gloves on. Are you afraid of public speaking? Grab the microphone. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. You are standing outside the cave, shivering, waiting for the dragon to die of old age. The dragon is not going to die. You have to go in there and cut its head off. A man who has never faced fear is not a man. He is a child in an adult's body. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting in spite of fear. I'm afraid all the time. But I act, I move, I attack. You need to develop a relationship with your fear where you treat it like an annoying advisor. Oh, you think I shouldn't do this because it's dangerous. Thank you for your input, fear. Now shut up and watch me do it. That is the mindset. You have to override the safety mechanisms in your brain. Your brain is designed to keep you safe, not successful. Safe is broke. Safe is lonely. Safe is invisible. Dangerous is where the gold is. Let's get into the routine. The daily routine of a killer. The comeback is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle. It starts the second you open your eyes. When the alarm goes off, do you negotiate? 5 more minutes, it's cold. I'm tired. No, the negotiation is over. The alarm is the starter pistol. Bang. You are up. Feet on the floor. You are vertical. You have already won the first battle of the day. Most men lose this battle. They hit snooze. They admit defeat before they have even taken a piss. Hydrate. Water. You are a biological machine. Lubricate the engine. Then movement. You need to sweat before the sun comes up. You need to signal to your body that we are in survival mode. We are hunting. If you are not hunting, you are being hunted. I train every single day. I don't care if I'm sick. I don't care if I'm tired. I don't care if I'm in a hotel room in Tokyo or a jail cell in Romania. I train push-ups, burpees, shadow boxing. Get the heart rate up. Get the blood flowing. Then, deep work. The hardest task of the day, eat the frog. Do the thing you are dreading the most. Is it the sales calls? Is it the coding? Is it the writing? Do it first. Most of you do the easy stuff first. You check emails, you organize your desk, you procrastinate, attack the enemy while you are fresh, kill the biggest monster first, and food. Stop eating for pleasure. Food is fuel. You are putting diesel in a Ferrari. If you put sugar and processed garbage into your body, you are going to get garbage performance. But I like the taste. Are you a child? Do you need a lollipop? Eat the steak. Eat the eggs. Eat the vegetables. Eat what makes you strong. Discipline your tongue. If you cannot control what goes into your mouth, how can you control your life? You need to understand that the multiverse theory is real in a metaphorical sense. Every decision splits the universe. There's a universe where you ate the donut and stayed fat. There's a universe where you ate the steak and got shredded. You are navigating these timelines every single second. Navigate towards the timeline where you are at top. Do you navigate towards the timeline where you are a winner? You are the pilot. Stop letting the autopilot fly the plane into the mountain. People say to me, Tate, you are too extreme. Extreme? You think I'm extreme. Look at the world. Look at the extreme poverty. Look at the extreme depression. Look at the extreme weakness. Being a loser is extreme. It is extremely painful to be a loser. It is extremely painful to be broke. It is extremely painful to be invisible. I chose the pain of discipline because the pain of regret is far more extreme. I am not extreme. I am rational. I am the most rational man you will ever meet. You have to sanitize your environment. If your room is messy, your mind is messy. Clean it up. Military precision. Your bed should be made so tight you can bounce a quarter off. Your clothes should be folded. Your car should be clean. When you bring order to your physical world, you bring order to your mental world. You cannot be a chaotic mess and expect to run a multi-million-dollar business. It starts with the socks. It starts with the dishes. If you can't wash a dish, you can't wash money. The comeback requires you to become a student of the game. You think you know everything? You know nothing? You are a fool. Admit it. I am a fool. Say it. Once you admit you are a fool, you can start to learn. Read, listen, absorb, but be careful who you learn from. Do not listen to the professor who drives a Honda Civic. Do not listen to the fitness trainer who is fat. Listen to the men who have the fruit on the tree. Judge a tree by its fruit. If a man has the life you want, listen to him. If he doesn't, plug your ears. I see so many of you taking advice from your parents. I love my mother, but I do not take financial advice from her. I take financial advice from billionaires. You need to curate your inputs. Information is food for the brain. If you feed your brain garbage news and garbage gossip, you get a garbage mind. Feed it strategy, feed it history, feed it philosophy. Read Machiavelli, read Marcus Aurelius, read the greats. Understand how power works, because ultimately this is a game of power. Power over yourself, and then power over your reality. You are currently powerless. You are a leaf blowing in the wind. I want you to become the wind. I want you to become the force of nature that dictates the direction of the leaves. The comeback is not just for you. It is for your bloodline. It is for your last name. Think about your father. Think about your grandfather. Think about the men who came before you. Are they smiling down on you? Or are they embarrassed? You are the vessel for their DNA. Do not let the flame go out. You have responsibility to carry the torch. If you fail, the line ends with a whimper. If you succeed, the line continues with a roar. Imagine your future son. He is looking at you. He is asking, Dad, were you a lion or were you a sheep? What are you going to tell him? Sorry, son, I was too busy watching Netflix. Sorry, son, I was too afraid to try. No, you are going to look him in the eye and say, son, I fought, I bled, I conquered, and this empire is yours. That is the only acceptable answer. You have work to do. The sun is moving across the sky. Time is burning. Every second you wasted reading this script and not acting is a second you never get back. But you needed to hear this. You needed the slap in the face. Now you are awake. Now your eyes are open. Do not close them again. Do not go back to sleep. The dream is over. The nightmare is over. The reality begins. And the reality is whatever you have the strength to create. I am going to leave you with this thought for this section. The world does not care about your potential. It only cares about your production. Produce, create, build, conquer.